what you want us to do. Send us topics and questions, cause this show is for you.
One and all, and welcome along to Rabbiting On. If you're listening on the podcast feed, hello. If you're watching on the YouTube feed, hello. You can, of course, watch it at youtube.com/Killer Rabbit Pod if you're only listening, and then you can come see us. I'm Sam. I'm joined by Mr. Adam Chase.
Hello.
And Benson.
Hello.
This is Rabbiting On. It's the show where we rabbit on about subjects, topics, questions that you send us, because this is your show. So if you would like us to rabbit on about something that you want us to rabbit on about, put it in the comments below or find us online on the socials at Killer Rabbit Pod or email us at killerrabbitpodcast, thank you, at gmail.com. So this week's question comes from OG rabbiting listening legend of the ages, Mr.
Excellent.
JT.
JT.
J to the motherfucking T. Thanks, JT. We do appreciate you. And
That would be JMT. In fact, it'd be
Yeah.
JMFT.
Yeah.
It'd be jumped.
Why would it be
prefer
JMFT?
J motherfucking T.
Yeah.
JMFT. If you're going to make two of your names letters, you'd have to make them all letters.
it's all the initials of the man that we love very much. Cheers, JT. Your question is... I'm just looking for it now.
Your question is, tune in after this commercial break to find out.
Right. So your question is... If you could live, or if you have to live in a video game world for the rest of your life, which one would it be? And conversely, which one wouldn't you like to live in as well? As a bit of a bonus. You can't have two. Taking the piss now, JT. I know we love you. And
Two
all that.
questions in one, eh?
Yeah, sneaky.
It's going to take us a while to get through these.
So, who would like to step up to the plate and go first?
I have a
and tell us-
question about the question.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
So it
I have
says-
follow-up questions.
I have a follow-up question.
We might have to wait a while
So
then
it says-
for JT to get back to us on
It
this.
says which
Well,
video...
we'll just have to wait, won't we? We'll put out this bit of the episode,
Yeah.
and then we'll wait for JG to come back, and then we'll come back and record the
Full on
rest of it.
cliffhanger.
That's
Find
it.
out the answer to this question on next week's Rabbiting On.
So the question says to live the rest of your life...
Your life, yeah.
in a video game.
Yes.
But is that my life expectancy or like a video game's life expectancy?
What's a video game's life expectancy?
Well, I mean, a video game on disc version kept in the right atmosphere would survive longer than me.
But also, right, what I wanted to ask was, in video games you have lives, right? A lot of the
Yeah,
time,
that's what
or
I'm
you
thinking.
can respawn and
If you
stuff
die
like
in the
that.
game, do you die in real life?
Where's the end? Is it you have that one life in the game and then you're dead? Because that drastically changes the video games you're going to choose, right?
Yeah.
do you think?
Yes, absolutely. Because
But
but I
part of
wanted
it-
to live in like the Zelda world.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool, but also pretty dangerous. Okay, and there's a very high chance that I might get killed.
That's a good point. But
at
part of
first-
the video game is you respawn. So that
Exactly.
means. So
But
let's make our own
Am
rule.
I going to respawn or am I going to die?
Let's
Now-
make our own rule.
Yeah,
Now,
we need to clarify this.
now you're thinking though that you're going to be playing like the role of the protagonist, or like Zelda,
No, I'm not. But
whose
if
life
you're
would be
in-
fraught with danger.
Zelda's not the protagonist. Let's get it right. Come on.
Are they not? Is it not?
No,
oh, and it's
that's
Link.
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 Zelda's
Sorry.
the princess.
Sorry, is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so even if you live in that world,
Yeah.
you still have to go around and fight monsters and stuff. Like if you
Do
lived
you?
it-
What if you're a monster?
There's other tribes and stuff in that world that fight the monsters or are attacked by the monsters.
Is there not like NPCs, like little shopkeepers and things like that you
Yeah,
can
but they
approach
still
for
get
wares
in
and
danger and,
things?
stuff, and you still find them in the wild, like when they've gone to get their wares and they've been attacked by like bokoblins or something.
Whereas
A what?
A bokoblin.
What, is that like a cross between a goblin and a...
Yeah, it's just called a bokoblin. I think so. They don't
What,
use
and
the
I know
word
what
goblin.
I don't know what I want to know.
Yeah, I don't know what a boko is.
Yeah,
A bucking bucker.
A boko and a goblin. But yeah, so they still get attacked and stuff.
Do you know that though? Because you
Yeah, because you'll find them in the world and they'll be like, I was out, because that's like your quests.
Yeah, but that's
Right.
their choice to go out and do that.
I was out
Yeah.
trying to get my
You could-
Deku seeds to sell in my shop.
You could
and these
live
monsters
in-
attack me.
I've been thinking about this as though I'm living in the world and the protagonist or the main person or the character that the game is centered around is off doing their thing and battling there. their boss and stuff, and I'm just chilling out.
You're just
somewhere.
chilling out.
It's like-
See, I'm under a different.
Are you
'cause
the-
you can get dragged into these conflicts.
I probably could, but
very
I'd probably
easily.
avoid that. I'm all right, Mario. I don't want to go and take
Yeah,
on
but
Bowser.
then when
I'm all
Bowser
right.
turns up, he's like, right, I've got no princess. You're coming with me.
I bet
You'd be
Mario will
like,
sort it. He always
"No."
does. He always
Yeah,
does. He's
but-
not going to rely on Sam.
but
It's
what
not
if-
Super Samio.
But what if Mario dies?
Well, he comes back to life.
Yeah, but the people. What if the person playing stops?
Then what happens?
Oh,
I don't know.
then you're
Does it just go bzzz when the,
Okay.
There's too many variables.
there is? Because my question was, do you hear the music of the game while you're
All
living
the
all the
time.
time? Because that
very
would
annoying.
I think it'd be great.
Do you really?
It would probably mean that I'm
Do.
definitely going into an 8-bit or a 16-bit universe if I get to hear the music.
Hang on,
They don't,
eight-
they don't
you-
make the music like they used
Yeah,
to.
but
lads.
Sam,
After,
8-bit
after
would
2
grade.
years of living in that, you'd be like, please shut the fuck up. I want to sleep.
8-bit
Bowser
would
kills-
grade on you.
I just
Bowser,
want
sit on my face.
silence. Just want silence.
Bowser, sit on my face.
Yeah, it would kill you.
I know which game you're going to then. You kinky devil.
Mario Triple X.
So yeah, I was thinking about this. Like Red Dead Redemption would be pretty cool. Not
Yeah,
the
it would
second
be a
one.
good one. But also super fucking dangerous.
Yeah, but it might not be because if you just, I mean, cowboy times, the Wild Wild West was dangerous.
It was
Well,
shit as well.
the
But a lot of
thing
people
is, right?
survived the Wild Wild West.
But
Why'd you
whilst
wanna
I
go back
was
there?
whilst I was the protagonist in Red Dead Redemption and I was trekking through a town with my lasso, I might randomly pick an NPC to
Tillasu.
lasso and drag them along the train.
Yeah, but
track.
this one-
You want to be that NPC.
Yeah, but this is what
And you'd have to do the snow bit as well.
Oh my
That's
god.
why I said
the
not number
snow
2.
bit.
Yeah,
That's why I
okay,
said
that's-
Red Dead 1
is that why you
specifically because
specified?
it'd be too cold.
But if you're saying you're going to live in, because that's based on real life, isn't it? That's based on a real time.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you're just
people-
saying you want to go
people-
back to fucking shit times when you had to wash your ass in
People
rivers.
had the dead eye functions back then, whatever it was called.
See,
So-
Matt,
You
because-
won't have that. You're not Arthur Morgan. You won't have that shit. You'll just be a dirty old
All right, what about
street dweller.
that new Hogwarts game that came out? Legion.
Legacy.
Hogwarts Legion.
That
sounds
was
pretty
cool.
doesn't it?
Yeah, that would have been cool.
You're going into Hogwarts World then? Are you
But
just going to be a
then-
random person at the school? Or maybe just somebody not at the school?
I'm gonna
It's just
be-
But
the,
does
the
the
guy that lives down the
storyline-
road
I'm gonna
from
be
the
the-
school.
I'm gonna be the
Yeah.
That
next.
makes you sound like a nonce.
Just
The
gonna-
guy-
I've moved
the
into
guy
this
that
house on
hangs around the
purpose. Yeah.
school sneakily.
Yeah. I like that one with
I'm gonna
glasses.
be the I'm gonna be the second he who must not be named.
All right. You're going to be Moldavort.
No, I'm gonna be Benson, but you can't
Benson
say
Mort.
it. Benson Mort.
Oh, we just said it! You
I don't-
named him.
And I'm trying to think of what other games. I don't play that many.
'cause
So
I
I play
would-
Flight Simulator, so I'd just
Yeah.
be a pilot.
Well, this was I was thinking.
Which sounds pretty fucking cool, actually. In
I
fact,
was
you know what? That's
thinking
my
of
answer.
You're going to live in a virtual world that's based
well,
exactly on
we
this
are
one.
living in a virtual
What's
world.
wrong with that?
Yeah,
What's your issue? You want to
he
listen,
just gets
listen
to
to
fly
8-bit.
planes all the time.
Yeah. And all different
And if
types
he
of
crashes,
planes.
he comes back to life.
Exactly. It's the best way to learn the worst way by knowing that you can't die.
But you're constantly flying if you're living in a flight simulator.
But you don't need to do anything else.
You don't need to do it, yeah.
That's
As
what you want to
thus-
do for the
thus
rest
are
of
the
your day.
boundaries.
I don't know.
of the game.
If I was given 2 options, listen
Says
to
Mister,
8-bit.
I want to live in Pipeland with Mario.
Pipeland. Crack
Big
Pipeland.
fucking fish jumping at you all the time.
I wanna-
What if one of them cloud things comes over?
I want to see Mario's pipe. What can I
Yeah,
say?
but you do. But what if one of them cloud things comes over?
Oh, they can. Oh, the drop lights.
Yeah, exactly. What are you
Spiky
gonna do?
turtles.
What? Imagine
I've got a good-
that.
I've got a good
nightmare.
compromise.
I'll just leave.
I've got
Mario
a good compromise.
Mario,
Sam,
honestly, sorry, Mario.
what
It's
about-
pissing me off? It keeps dropping spiky turtles on my head, and I've got no time for it whatsoever.
the music's really starting to get to me now, Mario. Please sort it out.
Fucking toy out, Mario.
I've got a good compromise. Mario Kart.
Mario
Well, no,
Kart's good.
this is part of my world. I can Mario Kart all I want
No,
because
Mario
I'm like,
Mario
Kart's
Kart's a
not
different-
part of Mario
Oh,
World.
it's a
different
That's
game.
a different game.
It's a different
that
game.
exists
No.
within the Mushroom Kingdom and everywhere else.
But
if I want to play Mario
You
Kart
said
while
a
I live in,
specific game, right? So
Yeah.
you can't go into a Mario game that has Mario Kart in it because they don't exist. They're 2 separate games. So
Well-
you either choose Mario or you choose Mario Kart.
no.
You can't merge all these
I've-
games together. That's like me going, I'm just going to take 20 games that I like, mush them together and live in this combo world.
It's Mario World. It's the world of Mario.
yeah, but you're
That's-
living in
that's
the
where I
game, not the
exist.
world.
Okay,
so
then.
I've got
okay,
like
I'm going to live in the Microsoft world and all the games that they've made.
Microsoft is not a game. Now you're being silly. Get in your biodome in the
I was
North
gonna
Pole
say,
and fuck right off.
Is there a biodome?
Biodome simulator.
Is it biomass?
Bioshock. Is
Bioshock,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can have that.
But yeah, it'd be good to live in like the Fallout universe. Is pretty cool.
Or Guitar Hero?
The Fallout would be like one of the ones that I wouldn't. The Guitar Hero. you just a fucking rock gig
In
for
a
the rest
world-
I mean, that's pretty cool. unless the
songs.
player is really shit though, and it's just going.
Yeah, but I was
Is
thinking.
he
like,
going to be in the crowd then?
Yeah, what else
Imagine a
would he be?
world. Imagine a world where.
Guitar.
Imagine a world where these weird
That's
patterns.
just wants to get
And
fiddled
get
by a
fingered
spotty
for the rest of
teenager.
my life.
Just saying, it's a world where random guitar necks show up floating in the air and different coloured dots on them. At any
Imagine
given
living in
moment.
these worlds, man.
If you're going to be on Skyrim, I'd be the guy who took the arrow to the knee because that's already happened. And
Yeah, see, Skyrim, I thought this, the Elder Scrolls world.
all
that's
you've
a
got to
good
worry
one.
about is dragons flying over. But besides that,
But
you're pretty
then,
cushy.
But by Sam's logic, if we're going into the world, then we're going into the Elder Scrolls world and the entire universe. So then there's
Yeah.
different ages. There's thousands of years of ages.
Yeah,
so
that's
we'd have to
fine.
pick a specific
Oh, so
one.
that's fine.
So you could come in after Skyrim,
When it's all,
or before Skyrim when the dragons were all gone and asleep.
yeah, and just have a short
But then
60-year
you're
window.
you could end up in the Oblivion Gate era where there's just Oblivion Gates everywhere. But you
Yeah.
could just be chilling and you could just be sat in your little Nord hut trying to avoid the vampires.
I think you can live by the accepted lore of that video game. So with the Mario world,
But you could with Red Dead.
there is. Well, yeah, absolutely you can. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you could.
essentially you're saying I want to live in this world, but fucking ages ago when there was no fucking McDonald's and no cars and no porn and no smartphones.
Yeah, but
and
there
it was
wasn't
just
any porn, but your
fucking
local-
Everyone had
horses. I mean,
diseases.
there's
Yeah.
loads of porn in the Mario world, obviously.
There was no-
You're going to live in the Mushroom Kingdom. Like,
Yeah.
what are you going to get out of that?
It's chilled and it looks nice.
It's not chilled.
It is.
There's
Apart
a
from when
big
Bowser
fucking-
turns up, Mario goes and we've covered this.
There's
Mario
all the
goes and
Koopas,
sorts
man.
it. No, I'm
But
avoiding
that's
the.
that's like going, I want to live in a village in the real world that every so often gets bombed, but the army come in and
that's-
sort it
that's just
out.
like this
But
world.
it's cool.
You-
I'll just sit and wait. No, because you're not getting bombed in England.
Well, I'm not getting attacked by Koopas in the Mario. I'm staying away from them, like I'm staying
they're
away from
coming into your
sharks in this
village.
world.
He's just going to be a mushroom salesman.
I feel like he's just going to
That's a very saturated market
He's going to
in the
live
in the
in a
Mario world.
mushroom and just eat mushrooms for the rest of his life and just be like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I live in this world, but I don't want to interact with any of these characters.
Sat there, I'm going. I know, because then I'd
If
be
you
down
do
in the
that,
pipes. I don't want to go down in
that'll
the
set
pipes.
someone off. Then Mario will jump on your head. then.
Yeah, I don't want to go down in the pipes. That I like. And you get that whenever you achieve anything, you know, like when you've made yourself a nice mushroom
That's the
snack.
noise. That's the noise that plays when you orgasm in the Mario world.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
So yeah, I
okay.
think-
There's another part to the question.
yeah, there is.
Which one would you not want at Mario World?
So for me,
I'm glad that you don't want to live in Mario World. I want to be away from you with Mario and all my Princess Peach
I know my
and all of
answer
my
for
friends Mario karting round.
I know my answer for this.
Go on.
Grandmaster Chess, the game. I don't want to be in that world.
that's a really good answer. You would just be what? Spectating chess forever.
Yeah, either spectating or you are one of the pawns or something. You're like,
Oh, you're part
man.
of the board.
You're definitely not the Grandmaster because that's a computer that's
Yeah.
outside of the game.
You just sat there, just chessing.
Coal
forever.
mining simulator. Yeah, no. Don't want to be in
I
that.
thought immediately the Dark Souls world. That would be vicious.
But you're good at that. You
Yeah,
probably,
no, but,
you probably
but
be
I
able
would
to
be an NPC,
exploit
and
it.
all NPCs in that game go insane as you progress. They start off being like, "Oh, I'm so depressed," and by the end of it, they're like,
I don't
Yeah,
mind
I don't
that.
wanna- Oh, man.
I'd be okay with.
You'd just be joining them.
Yeah.
Just go. Let's go insane together.
What's better, depression or manic laughing? Because
I know once you get past the depression part and you're just laughing crazily, surely that's great. But
I wouldn't want to be in Surgeon Simulator as the body.
or Theme Hospital, that would have been a nasty one to live in. You could have been like an invisible man or something.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah, you've not even thought of this, have you?
I
You
coulda-
could
I
have been building
coulda-
roller
I could have
coasters.
been building roller.
You
Oh.
wouldn't. You would be the guy walking around the park going on all
Yeah,
the
no, but
roller
I could be like,
coasters.
this vape's too expensive. I feel sick. I'm thirsty. Stood next to the drink sink. I'm thirsty.
Like his park is perfect, but there's just Benji going, I'm thirsty, I'm hungry.
and then this
Stood next to the
big
drinks
this
and
big
the
hook
food.
comes down from the sky, picks me up by my collar, and then dumps me in a part of the forest where I cannot find my way back out because there's one tree in the way.
Yeah, that's
I'm
it.
thirsty. That's what I always imagined this sounded like. I made a perfect theme pack, and there was a There's not enough toilets, so I built a whole row of toilets.
You can't please all the people all of the time. That is what theme park and other such games taught me.
What other such games?
Well, the one that you said, Roller Coaster Tycoon. I played Theme Park because that was
Theme
that was-
Park.
Theme
Yeah, I
Park
did.
World.
No,
Theme
just,
Park
just
and
the,
then
the
Theme
original
Park.
Theme
There was
Park,
Theme Park,
on Mega
Theme Park
Drive.
2 and Theme Park World, wasn't there?
Yeah,
I remember Theme Park World because it was the Scottish guy that went, "You're here to build roller coasters, aren't you?"
Don't remember
That
one.
was later on, was that,
That
one? But I
PlayStation
remember
won
Theme
that.
Park. Theme Park's good.
Yeah.
And it had the gorilla with the banana thing, like the ride. So you'd sit in the banana things and it'd throw you up and down. I
I'd like to
remember that.
remove parts of the track when you saw somebody getting on your.
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
Luckily-
Go on this ride.
You put a little bridge that's just too low and take all the heads off.
So, yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in like GTA. I wouldn't want to live in that.
Well,
Yeah,
that's just
GTA
this
would-
world, though.
Yeah, but it's
Again,
not because
not,
you don't
because-
have flying cars in this world.
Yeah, and jetpacks.
Yeah,
What you do?
That's the online version, though, isn't it?
Yeah, because that's it.
No,
Would you live in the GTA offline world or GTA online?
the offline world,
'Cause
which is just
online
this world.
would be a fucking war zone.
Just, yeah,
Well, it's
fucking
not-
trolls everywhere.
It's not because people just randomly start shooting. Oh wait, that is this world.
There you go. So yeah, I wouldn't want to be in Resident Evil or
Oh, that'd be vicious.
Silent Hill. Those games scared the
Yeah,
Unless you're in a
Silent
biodome.
Hill.
out of me.
If you're in a biodome,
They're
you're
doing
okay.
a new Silent Hill.
Yeah,
Can't wait.
yeah. Silent
Is that
Hill
the
was
sequel
all,
to Notting Hill?
Yes, it is. Yeah,
thought so.
that's what happened. After
that was all
Notting
like foggy, wasn't it? The
Yeah,
Silent
with the
Hill,
siren and
which was then
Pyramid
like,
Head.
oh, this is a really easy way to make the game. Let's make
Well, this-
everything foggy, and that'll make it
Oh,
scary.
maybe
Well,
as
the
Pyramid
shit.
story
Head.
of Silent Hill is it's a mining town, wasn't it? And some fires in the coal mines underneath. Have been
Coal mining
raging for
simulator.
years, so it's all foggy.
Hmm.
But they have to when the things happen and Pyramid Head comes. They have the air raid siren, don't they? That goes off. And it gets foggy and it gets darker. Mate, right? I got a story. When I used to live out in sticks in Home Firth, where we lived on this hill, right at the bottom was a factory, and for brakes they used a fucking quietened air raid siren.
A quietened one.
Yeah, so it's not
Not
super
so
loud,
powerful.
Turn the
but you
volume
can
down.
hear it in the village
Right.
because those things are super loud when they
Yeah.
go off. So
By design.
same sound and everything.
Yeah, the quiet ones were not very effective. Were
Yeah,
they?
exactly. And I was waiting for a bus. This was years and years ago. And the bus hadn't come. It had been late, but it was really, really quiet. There was no cars on the road or anything. And all of a sudden, some clouds went over the sun. It all went dark. And then a fucking air raid siren started going off, didn't it?
Oh, man.
I went home.
I was
I
gonna say-
but I was like, no, I'm out. I'm gone.
Did you think the World War III or IV? Which one are we on now? Who
I
knows?
just thought Silent Hill was going off.
Oh,
I
really?
didn't think World War III. I was just like, this is too. No, I'm
thought it was
out.
going to get foggy and your radio was going to start crackling
I
and
was
then you
just
were going to
waiting
get attacked
for
by monsters.
Pyramid Head. That
He's
scraping
horrible, Pyramid
sound.
Head. Not a nice guy.
Not a nice guy.
No.
No. I've tried to have a chat with him, but
Yeah.
no,
He
he's
could have
just
had-
really not
could have
nice.
had a cooler
I,
name.
invited him to dinner and he was a bit fucking off
Yeah,
all night.
it's
Yeah.
not cool. He always tries to get through the door and takes a bit of your door.
I could have given him a cooler name than just what he is. You know, Pyramid Head.
What would you have called him?
Dunno, you've got-
Simon.
Yeah, you call it
Oh my god, it's Simon.
the Pharaoh of Death or something,
Right,
something
fair
Egyptian.
That would have been cool. Yeah. But anyway, back to what we were talking about.
Well, back to the end of the episode.
Yeah, basically.
But yeah, we've come to the end of another episode of Rabbiting On. So thank you, JT, for your question. Hopefully we sort of answered that a little
Questions.
bit. I think I'm living in Mario's world. You're living in
Rollercoaster Tycoon
Rollercoaster
episode.
Tycoon, and you're living in
Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls. So yeah, there you go. Thanks for your question, JT. As ever, if you want to get your questions into us, you can put them in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe this video because it helps with the algorithm. So do it. Share it if you want as well. That would be cool. But yeah, subscribers are going up, which is good news. Views are going up, which is good news. Thanks for helping us out. But keep it going. Keep it going.
Don't stop now.
Yeah. I suppose it is easier if you're watching it just to put the comments down below, put a question in the comments. But if you're listening to it, find us at Killer Rabbit Pod on the socials or email us at killerrabbitpodcast@gmail.com. We'll see you on Tuesday for the main show and next Friday for the next installment of Rabbiting On. I've been Sam.
I've been Benson.
I've been Adam.
Bye for now. I've gone insane in the Dark Souls.